last topic we're going to talk about today is what to do if you find yourself in hot water with the IRS. One of the things that happens from time to time is you reach into that mailbox and pull out that audit letter. That's one of the things that we deal with. But very, very frequently there's a situation where, through no fault of your own, you may either have gone several years without filing tax returns, or you may find yourself, again, through just family circumstances or where life takes you, you may find yourself owing more than you can comfortably pay to the IRS. One of the things that we've done for many, many years is assist company drivers, owner-operators, and fleet owners throughout the country with situations where they may find themselves owing anywhere from $20,000 to $200,000 to $2 million. And we try our best to assist in resolving those situations, negotiating with the IRS. And I want to give you a little bit of an update and a little bit of history on what has taken place inside the IRS. It used to be, many years ago, about the only type of settlement that was available was what was called the offering compromise. Very often that was referred to as what people would call pennies on the dollar. You probably have seen commercials where people would be saying you can settle with the IRS for pennies on the dollar. And so many of those companies made errors and mistakes that the IRS has now prohibited those types of companies from even using that phrase. So that's one type of change. But another type of change that has taken place is that the IRS has become much more negotiable in terms of the types of settlements that we can reach. One of the types of settlements that we use much more often now is what's called a partial pay installment agreement. It's much less invasive than the previous offering compromise, and it is much more flexible. And one of the things that works for so many people is that they're able to qualify for a partial pay installment agreement, whereas they might not have qualified for an offering compromise. One of the other specific aspects of it is that the specific arrangement that you would be granted is based upon your specific situation, whether you have an available amount that you can pay of $50 per month or $500 per month. And very, very often the settlement takes place over a period of 5 to 8 years, and it's much more comfortable to qualify as well as to negotiate than the old offering compromise. Again, the IRS in general is looking much more at individual circumstances, and so there are actually quite a multitude of other types of remedies that can be pursued. And we want to encourage everyone, if at all possible, reach out to us if you have a family member that may be suffering through IRS difficulties, and we'll be very, very happy to assist them. One of the things that we want to speak about in closing really has nothing to do with taxes. One of the things that we love assisting drivers with is helping them get their businesses from where they are to where they want to be. One of the things, especially to our friends at Real Women in Trucking, one of the things that we see very, very often is you may have had a dream many, many years ago of growing a business or developing a huge fleet of vehicles or what have you. Whatever your dream is that you may have placed up on a shelf many, many years ago, whenever family started coming along and you devoted yourself to fulfilling those responsibilities. We want to encourage you to ask yourself, what can you do now to begin moving in the direction of achieving those dreams that you had a long time ago? Look up on that shelf where you put that dream a long, long time ago and see what steps you can begin taking today. One of the things that we hear about is things that we have regret over. And one of the things that seems to take place is that we very often have regrets over what we don't do, even more than what we do that might be misguided. So one of the things that we want to encourage all of you there in the audience to do is decide what goals is it that you have for yourself and your business and your family that you can start taking steps on today. The way that we help families reach their goals is through helping them cut their taxes and have more money available to them. So let us encourage every one of you. We want you to have a great time on your cruise while you're all together. But go ahead and start thinking, what would I like to do with the rest of my life, both career-wise and family-wise? Thank you so much for allowing us to be a part of this experience with you. We hope you have a wonderful, fun time. Yes, we're still very jealous that we're not there with you. We wish we were, and we want you to have a great time. Thank you for allowing us to experience this with you, and God bless you all. Thank you.